sometimes things kind of it's a weird example, but a lot of things kind of remind me of this sometimes. You ever seen the movie Django Unchained when that I don't know what to call them, but basically they made like the slaves fight or whatever to the death, like old school to the death. They fought to the death, and then that fighter who'd won, and he had like scratch marks in his shoulder or whatever, on maybe in his trapezius muscle, which might have got you know scratched by the other fighter, and he had to kill him with a hammer. Like he basically had to finish him off with a hammer. And who played it? Who played the guy? Oh man, my memory. What is wrong with me? Leonardo DiCaprio. That's his name. Played the Mr. Whatever his name was, Candy or whatever. Um, After he killed the guy, or after he killed him with a hammer. I mean, it's just brutal. He killed him with a hammer. I mean, well, I mean, I get it, but after he killed him with a freaking hammer, finished him off with a hammer after he fought him. Uh, he got a fucking prostitute and a tall beer as his reward. That's how sometimes I look at this civilization. Like people think this is civilization, and it's really not. It's a war zone. It's a psychological, emotional, and spiritual war zone, and it's some to some degree is a slavery. And it's like, okay, well, after you've just been humiliated spiritually and psychologically, because a lot of us know that our day, deep down inside of us, know that it's humiliating to live this type of life or live in this civilization, the way that things are run, and just to do your day to day to try to survive, deep down is dehumanizing. And what I mean by human, dehumanizing, each person, what means human or what means something dignifying to them is different. But basically, after that, oh, here's your little product, here's your this, here's your that. After you just pretty much felt like you had to do something horrible, or you just feel horrible. Finish a guy off with a fucking hammer and get a prostitute and a tall fucking beer. Okay. So I'm watching YouTube, right? I'm watching YouTube, and so this what do you call this commercial, this ad comes up, and it's this guy, and like this guy is inside of a closet, right? Because I can't tell he's in a closet because my eyes are like really bad, so I can't tell he's in a closet, but I can tell that it's like dark, and this guy's saying he's in a closet, and this guy actually is saying that he's doing acid. He's doing acid in his closet. And I'm like, man, okay, so why are we having videos of people, whether it was a joke or not, because I don't know if it was true or not. People can act. I don't know if he actually was doing acid in a closet. But what is this whole thing about this whole, like, drug thing, okay? Way back there was a time where in marketing, even certain little things like video games. I remember there was this arcade game that I really used to like, and actually it's a game that's inspired me a lot in my art. You probably couldn't look at my art and tell that it's inspired me, but it always has, for odd little reasons. Mostly for the reasons of like really big hit effects, guard effects, things like that. And I know I'm going off on like a side piece or whatever, but it's called X-Men vs. Street Fighter. And I used to play this one that was a version of it that was online. It was like arcadepod.com or whatever. And this was back when I was like in school. And I was a kid, and I used to, play it in school. Well, not play the original game, but the emulated version at arcadepod.com, which probably isn't even around anymore. It was one of those things that was around when like Newgrounds was a big thing. Newgrounds, not appropriate, but yeah. But I used to play it, and there was a little thing that had this little thing that said, "Don't do drugs" or whatever, right? I mean, remember in school when they had like it was kind of cheesy, but remember Dare, and they were telling you not to do drugs and all that stuff, and like they had little cheesy cartoon characters and stuff that would tell you not to do drugs. But then it's like as adults or young adults, where did that go? Now it's like drugs are, they try to make it seem like it's cool to do drugs. You hear all these stupid rap songs talking about people doing drugs, all these little pussy ass looking dudes talking about drugs. These little Lil Xan, Lil this, it's all this Lil, like you're a little fucking baby, like you're a little kid or you're just a little pussy, you know? And it's like this drug culture. So this guy's in his closet talking about doing acid, and this guy's like, "Oh, really? Oh, you're dropping acid in the closet? Oh, like it's a joke, like it's just funny or something. It's not fucking funny, okay? There's nothing funny about it. There's nothing funny about people being addicted to drugs or doing certain drugs that they're doing recreationally. That's all I have to say. Some of these drugs that people are doing are so serious. And yes, maybe some people are doing them recreationally, and maybe they're not quite addicted to them, or even addicted yet. But all I have to say is I'm sick and tired of seeing it. Nothing is cool about drugs, man. Okay, nothing's cool about drugs. Nothing's cool about putting all this weird shit in your body, whether it's vape, smoke. Like, why the fuck are you always fucking putting smoke into your body? Anyway. Like, you just have to suck smoke into your lungs. Well, so basically, someone's always trying to smoke something. And 98% of the time, you don't need to be putting anything in your lungs except air. It's kind of funny, too, how, like, people abuse their cars. Like, they drive to short distances. Like, they live very close to things, but then they like drive to the side store, drive to this. It's almost like it's one thing to have the brains and the smarts to have technology and create things that make your life easier, but then it's a whole nother thing to be lazy as fuck and abuse the fuck out of your inventions. It's one thing to just abuse the fuck out of luxury. And that's why, America is what it is. And that's why America's so fucking obese and overweight and out of shape. Because we just abuse everything. It's not just America. I mean, it's kind of just us as human beings as it is. But it's really disgusting. It's very disgusting. If you could fool the entire world to believe that you're so innocent and you're so precious and you're so special that you don't deserve to be destroyed, you never fucking fool me. Ever. I don't know what to say, man. I mean, I get if you're making money, then you've probably reached a point where you don't care. And I'd admit, if I was making that type of money, I wouldn't care either. But one thing I do care about is certain people that I do know of that are real, living human beings that exist. And these are real people that I know personally. So when someone's affected, they're affected. And it matters when you know a person. It doesn't always matter when you have nothing to do with it and you've never seen the effects firsthand. What I'm basically saying is when a force touches something that you love, then you care. On a personal level. But does that make me have any more remorse for certain people? That they just kind of let things slide, or they think stuff's funny, or they think that they should perpetuate a certain type of trend or whatever? I have no mercy for you. And that supersedes any damn religious bullshit anyone wants to throw at me. I don't have any mercy for you. That's all I got to say about that.